China is boosting defense spending by more than 7%. To me, it looks like China and the US may be lining up for war. KT McFarland joins me. Am I being a little extreme here, lining up for war? What do you say?
No, I think you're absolutely right. Look, the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party has told its people for decades, we are going to prioritize economic growth at the expense of everything. We're going to give you a great life, but you have to give us all the power. Now, what they've done this year with this new big increase in defense spending is they've said, you know, economic growth is no longer our first priority. Our first priority now is to build up a very high-tech, state-of-the-art military, particularly to challenge anybody who's going to stand in our way to take Taiwan. So I do think we're heading down this direction. And tragically, the United States is so focused yet again on another part of the world that we've taken our eye off the ball in Asia.
We understand that there are 2 Ukrainian pilots in the United States. Looks like they're possibly learning to fly F-16s. Do you think this is a precursor for America sending F-16s to Ukraine? And further, you know, I don't know how to put this, but again, concentrating on Ukraine and Russia rather than China.
Yeah, you know, for 20 years, we took our eye off the ball of China while we focused on the forever wars in the Middle East. And now we're in a war in Europe, or we're not in it, but we're supporting a war in Europe, where there doesn't seem to be a plan to how this ends, just like the forever wars. You know, the Russians say we're not giving up and we'll use everything, including scorched earth of Ukraine. And the Russians can fight forever because their economy actually is doing pretty well because of the high oil and gas prices, thanks to President Biden's war on American fossil fuels. On the other hand, we're supporting Zelensky, who says unconditional surrender. We're even going to send the tanks to Moscow. And President Biden is saying President Putin can't remain. So we're kind of stuck in this extreme position on either side with no end in sight. And my concern is a couple of things. Number one, we're the Europeans. You know, we're paying for this war for Ukraine. And that may be well and good, but where are the Europeans and where is their contribution? And number two, as long as we continue to have high oil prices, thanks to President Biden's war on American fossil fuels, the Russians can fight forever. And what are we in now? Another forever war where nobody has an idea of how it ends other than escalation.
What would you
and yet
do,
at the same time, the real strategic threat to our peace and to our prosperity is from China.
Would you not send the F-16s? Would you not send the Abrams battle tank? Would you not send any further aid and just say, no, no more, no mas? Would you say that?
No. I would be far, like a much bigger policy, Stuart. I would say, number one, stop the war on fossil fuels, bankrupt Russia, because we'll drive the price of oil down. The Russians won't be able to fight this war. Number two, put us, the West, Ukraine, into the best position as a result of that, negotiate a peace, and then let Ukraine win the peace, because for 5 years after the fighting stops, Ukraine will be fully integrated into the Western economy. At the same time, I would look to Asia, and I say in Asia, well, look, we really need to fix our defense budget. We need to certainly increase our military capabilities in the Navy. We need to double our investment in high technology. That's where China's trying to threaten us. And we need to really go all full steam ahead on an alliance system in Asia with our like-minded democracy, free market capitalist countries to try to contain the Chinese threat. And we certainly need to stand up to China every time they poke a finger in our eye like the spy balloon.
That sounds like an emergent Republican Party foreign policy. That's what it looks like to me. KT, I think you just said it. Thanks very much for joining us, KT. I know we'll see you soon. Thanks very much.